The mitral valve ~ʻmaɪtrəl, also known as the bicuspid valve or left atrioventricular valve, is a valve with two flaps in the heart that lies between the left atrium and the left ventricle. The mitral valve and the tricuspid valve are known collectively as the atrioventricular valves because they lie between the atria and the ventricles of the heart. In normal conditions, blood flows through an open mitral valve during diastole with contraction of the left atrium, and the mitral valve closes during systole with contraction of the left ventricle. The valve opens and closes because of pressure differences, opening when there is greater pressure in the left atrium than ventricle and closing when there is greater pressure in the left ventricle than atrium. The mitral valve is typically 4 to 6 square centimeters, 0.62 to 0.93 square in area and sits in the left heart between the left atrium and the left ventricle. It has two leaflets, or cusps, an anteromedial leaflet and a posterolateral leaflet. The opening of the mitral valve is surrounded by a fibrous ring known as the mitral annulus. The anterior cusp covers approximately 2/3 of the valve. Imagine a crescent moon within the circle, where the crescent represents the posterior cusp. Although the anterior leaflet takes up a larger part of the ring and rises higher, the posterior leaflet has a larger surface area. The valve leaflets are prevented from prolapsing into the left atrium by the action of chordae tendinei. The chordae tendinei are inelastic tendons attached at one end to papillary muscles in the left ventricle, and at the other to the valve cusps. Papillary muscles are finger-like projections from the wall of the left ventricle. When the left ventricle contracts, the pressure in the ventricle forces the valve to close, while the tendons keep the leaflets coating together and prevent the valve from opening in the wrong direction, thus preventing blood flowing back to the left atrium. Each cord has a different thickness. The thinnest ones are attached to the free leaflet margin, whereas the thickest ones, strut cords, are attached further from the free margin. This disposition has important effects on.
Please support JNMM TV, like, subscribe.